If you had the choice between these three guitars, which one would you go for and why? My friends out at Orangewood Guitars around the LA area, really nice folks, I stopped by earlier this year rather. They wanted me to review one of their new guitars in their retro live series. So they gave me three options and I chose this one here. But before I show you which one I chose, I want to go through all of the options and tell you why I went with this one and explain the others, and you can let me know down the comment section which one you would have chosen in this situation. So this video will be great if you're in the market for a new guitar, or if you just want to learn about the different style bodies I'll be going over today and the advantages and disadvantages of those. Hint, hint, I do talk about on this channel a lot as a bluegrass player, a lot of struggles that come with holding like a regular sized Dreadnought body guitar. And so all three of these choices help alleviate some of those issues. Okay, choice number one was the Nash Retro Live. This is a parlor style body. So this is the smallest one out of the three, and it's the only one that comes with a different pickup. This one comes with the LR Bag's Element Bronze VTC pickup, Sitka spruce top, and all three of these guitars have this layered rosewood sonokeling, which I've done some research online, and according to posts I can find, this is rosewood from Indonesia as opposed to India. I don't know a whole lot about that material, so let me know down in the comment section. Solid spruce top, bone nut and saddle, and this option has a beautiful sunburst finish. Option number two was the Brooklyn Retro Live. All three of these guitars are in their Melrose collection. Grand Concert style body, again with solid Sitka spruce top and the layered sonokeling back and sides. Bone nut and saddle, mahogany neck, scalloped X bracing, and the Brooklyn comes with the LR Bag's passive sound hole pickup. And option number three was the Dylan Retro Live. This is a slope shoulder Dreadnought. Similar specs, again with the sonokeling layered rosewood, Sitka spruce top, and the LR Bag's M1 passive pickup. You know, I'm nearing 40. A lot of the folks that watch this channel are a bit older, and so one of the advantages of the slope shoulder Dreadnought is that it makes it, or should make it, a little bit easier and more comfortable to play, which is one of the things I always talk about here on this channel. All right. The first one that was just marked off the list that I didn't want was that parlor guitar. This is primarily a bluegrass channel. You're not going to get a whole lot of volume out of a smaller sized body like that, and so that just wasn't the one for me. So that leaves the Grand Concert and the slope shoulder Dreadnought, and the one that I went with was the Grand Concert. Feel free to trash my decision down in the comment section, but there's a couple of reasons why I went with this guitar. But first, let's hear how it sounds right out of the box with Wildwood flower. It's becoming a bit of tradition on this channel. Here we go, check it out. I've had this open a couple days, and let me just show you real fast the comparison between the Orangewood Dreadnought that I have, and just kind of take a look at where my shoulder's placed and just how small this is in relation to my body here. And let me switch it out here real fast. The big perk of having a smaller body is like this is a lot of guitar, but playing this for hours on end, filming, practicing, and especially sitting at the computer and tabbing out some of the music for you guys, it really takes a toll when you're playing a big instrument like this. And nothing against the Dreadnought, I've got several of them, but just man, when you switch this out and you pick up this guy, you know, I play a whole lot, so this is gonna make my life a whole lot easier. If you're at home and you have that back or shoulder pain when you are playing a Dreadnought for a long time, it might be something to consider, a smaller bodied guitar like a grand concert body style here. And at least for me, having this bit of freedom up here in my shoulder makes playing up the neck just easier. Right? And so that's the biggest reason why I chose this guitar, was just comfort, and I didn't want a Dreadnought. It does come with an Orangewood gig bag, and inside of the bag we have a truss rod wrench, a 1/4-inch cable, plug it into an amp, which we'll do here in just a second, and it comes with a pick guard as well. Playing now through the orange amp, got the shape and the reverb turned all the way up. Literally just plug this up for the first time. I don't mind the combo at all through this amp. And this might be a guitar that I could totally see myself actually performing with, especially for some of the same reasons I mentioned earlier. It's more comfortable. I might even be braver to try some stuff live. And you know, when you're plugged in to, I usually plug in through the Harbinger PA system, it doesn't make as big of a difference than if you're just unplugged in a bluegrass jam, at least when it comes to how it sounds through the electronics. This could be fun to just plug into a bunch of pedals and just have at it, but it's not all bells and whistles. I will talk about a couple things I do want to change on this guitar. Nothing against Orangewood. I think they came with Ernie ball strings. I've been using D'Addario XS's. Got to get a set of those on here. It'll feel more like home to me. And I probably at one point will switch out the bridge pins, maybe for some ebony ones. I do like to explore different bridge pins, but other than that, man, I'm not going to change a whole lot on this guitar. It feels great. Again, the big thing for me is just like, I feel like I'm not having my elbow hiked halfway up to the moon here, and that is honestly a great feeling. But really beautiful guitar. If you guys have any questions, let me know down below. Like I say before, I don't always allow every piece of gear that comes through my email on this channel. The guys from Orangewood, I've met them in person. Really friendly folks. We text back and forth, and I was happy to accept the guitar and give you guys a review. So any questions you might have, put them down in the comment section. Let me know any other videos you might want to see spotlighting this guitar. You're definitely going to see it here on this channel. Stay tuned to Cody M Music here for bluegrass guitar, everything, lessons, gear reviews, things that are kind of on the bluegrass fringe. We'll allow it in here, why not? So hope to see you soon, folks. Let me know where you're watching from down below, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.